it's weird how like when we broke up, I ended up with all the money, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to thought about that, and I was like, man, Dave really didn't read those contracts very well. So I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah. I guess
you
I
know,
didn't.
hey, blame your manager, right? That's what I always say. Blame your manager.
Right. Blame my manager. Your brother, my manager. I've got a list of 7 suggestions from a random word generator. And what I need from you is a number between 1 and 7.
Cool. I'm going to go with 5.
5. Revival is the suggestion. Revival.
Cool. So, I'm really excited that we're getting the band back together. I think that it's a good idea. I think we made the right decision finally, like all that animosity between us, over the years and touring and everything. It was a lot, but we're adults. We can get past this, and man, it's just so nice to see you again. And I'm ready to jam, dude. This is so cool.
I am too, man. I am too. Like what? Like, I know we did a lot of stuff, I hurt you, you hurt me, things that if I would take back if I could, some of it not, but, but it just kept us apart for too long. The best years of my life was when we were touring before. Those were the I don't know, the salad days or whatever they call it. They were the best. And I think it's a time we get back together and make some new memories,
Yeah, man. New music, new memories. And I couldn't agree more, dude. I think that was like, you remember that time we were in, oh my gosh, it was like right outside of like Atlanta, right?
Right.
The bus broke down and we were like, oh, we're not going to make it to the next gig. And we're like,
that
what
sheriff showed
up.
Yeah.
The sheriff showed up. We're like, hide the weed.
Hide the weed. Hide the weed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turned out the sheriff was a fan, it was like, that's great,
So lucky.
I mean, yeah, that stuff like that, like, who else does that stuff kind of happen to? I mean, when you run your life on the road, you're living life, you're loving it, and you're just hanging out. Like, I miss those days,
I know.
and like,
I know.
That's it, man. That's what we got to get back to: music and road life. That's what I live for. For you, for me, that's it.
Right. Hey, so is Mary coming on the road?
Oh boy, wouldn't that be a thing? She hounded me about that too. I think we've come to an agreement that she's not going to be there. She's going to come to a couple of the shows, once we get it all settled and everything. But she's got this whole Etsy store thing going on right now. That's really popping off. And I'm like, okay, just hang out with that. It's like Dave and I, we're just going to hit the road. We're going to do our 2-man show, just guitar and drums, just rocking out. And so I think that, honestly, I got to tell you something. Being married has been one of the weirdest things in my life. Like, it's it's kind of one of those things you always wanted, but at the same time, you didn't know you kind of like didn't know you needed that other lifestyle until you have a new lifestyle, like the transitions and all of that, Yeah, man. Like, what's going on with you? You still flying solo?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm working at Costco and,
okay.
I there's this like open mic. I go and I play drums at the open mic every once in a while, it's just sort of, it's kind of like, they've got like a vaudeville. It's not a music open mic. It's a comedy open mic. And it's kind of like a vaudeville thing. And I kind of do like the rim shot stuff. So I'm still in music a little bit, but
Yeah, that's cool. Do you ever do any jokes? You tell any jokes while you're up there?
No, man. You know me.
You're a funny guy.
I know, but I can't say anything on stage. It's like, it's just, I speak through my drums,
Sure. And it's powerful too. Let me tell you, I've had many fans come up and just say, hey, the drum solos that Dave do just put me into a trance. Like, they take off and they like transport into a whole nother world. And I'm like, that's exactly how you should feel, right? I mean,
right.
You're magic with the sticks, man. It's pure magic.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's weird how like when we broke up, I ended up with all the money, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to thought about that, you know, and I was like, man, Dave really didn't read those contracts very well. So sorry about that, man.
Yeah, I guess I didn't.
You know, hey, blame your manager, right? That's what I always say. Blame your manager.
Right. Blame my manager. Your brother, my manager.
Yeah. That guy. Oh,
yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Taylor, man, that guy, you know, he lives in Panama now, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's in Panama. He's got 2 kids, wife. He came into some legal trouble at one point. You know, contracts and whatnot. So he had to actually up and go, but you know, everything's good with me. So, you know, he won't be our manager this time. I promise. We got a whole new situation with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I think that it'd be great to, you know, to get started, get jamming, get you down in the shop, teach you some kids and stuff like that. What's your Costco schedule like?
I work about 7 shifts a week, you know, a couple doubles.
Man, that's a lot.
Some others. So
wow,
yeah, I try to get in as much overtime as possible, you know, because you need it for my insulin shots, and you know, that's expensive. You know, even with health insurance, it's real expensive. And my mom, you know, is she lives with me in the trailer, and she's wheelchair bound, and
yeah, man.
So she has a lot of expenses, and yeah. Not like living in Panama with my hot wife and kids, huh?
yeah, for sure, man. You know, I mean, hey, that's I guess they call that the life on the run. I don't know, you know, but we'll I'll tell you what we'll do. All right, with this whole new tour and everything, we're getting the band back together. I'll make sure that we get you at least half of the merch cut. Right.
Okay.
I mean, if we can sell some hot merch, get some new tees out there, you know, maybe we'll even sell a couple of musical instruments or something from my shop. Right.
I mean, you could always give me some of the royalties from the music itself.
Yeah. You know, that's all tied up. It's all tied up in like, you know, business stuff and things like that. You know, I'm really trying to make sure that, you know, things aren't crazy like they used to be before. You know, right. We get older, we got to learn from our mistakes. So this is like a little olive branch.
Sure.
You know, I feel like, you know, royalty stuff, that's a whole other, you got to deal with, you know, Capitol Records and all that stuff. And man, you don't want to deal with those guys, those executives.
I don't want to deal with them. No.
They're jerks, man. Yeah. You know, you're the magic man. You play the drums, right? Make that happen. I can't hit those chords if I can't hear that beat, you know? That's you. That's you, you know? Glad to hear your mom's still alive, by the way. That's
she's hanging on.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Yeah,
and half the merch. Tough. Huh? Yeah, we'll get you 50% of that merch. You know, for merch sales. You know, I think that's a decent cut if you think about it. You know, if you can get the time off, you know, we can hit up some pretty major cities. I think you'll be. I think you make, you know, probably a good couple grand a week, maybe.
Really? Oh, okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah. You know, work back up to it, right? And then I think we got trying to get worked out. I think we might have a shot at doing the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Big time. I mean, that'd be major, right?
That'd be great, especially after the last time we played there, right? I didn't think they'd ever have us back.
Whew, that last one was a little, you know what? I honestly don't remember the last time because of what we did. I mean, that's I was just blacked out. I feel like if there was a comparison between me and another musician, Johnny Cash might be a good comparison because I was Johnny Cash blackout at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so. I just
put a hole in the stage. I don't even know how it's possible to put a hole in the stage where we did it.
I don't know. Yeah.
That thing on fire.
And it wasn't even like our temporary stage. It was the stage underneath it. Somehow you made a hole underneath our temp stage through there
Yep.
into the actual stage.
Yeah,
Whew.
they were not happy. They were
Not
not
happy.
happy. Apparently, you have to have a license and preparation for pyrotechnics. I didn't know that. I thought flamethrowers were free game. You know?
Yeah.
That's life. That's life when you're a musician, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to have a great time. I think you're going to make some money. You're going to get yourself back into it. People are going to remember who you are, who you were, who you will be, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
You know? Yeah.
Sounds
cool,
good.
man. Yeah. Well, I'll send over the paperwork. Like I said, my brother's not dealing with it anymore. So
Sure.
we'll have the new people send over the paperwork, get it all signed. Make sure you read it this time, though, because you know how tricky those lawyers can be, right? Managers, lawyers, all those people, Okay.
I do.
Right. You're gonna have time to go over it with everything with your schedule and all that.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, man. Well, I think that, we'll get you back in the studio soon. Come down.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. It's so good to just like talk to you again. And like, oh man, what a treat it's going to be on the road with my buddy Dave. One last ride.
Can you let Mary know that I still love her?
Yeah, man. The restraining order stuff. Like you gotta,
right.
Like it's.
I mean, not that I ever try to steal her back from you, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I want her to know. Like I came out with that solo album, put it up on Spotify a couple years ago.
Yeah, we checked it out. It was a lot. It was heavy. That's for sure. It was a lot of bass kick drum.
Yeah, it's just drums and a lot of me crying.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm gonna probably just mention that I spoke to you, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
But I really hope that you understand. It was nothing personal. You know what I mean?
It was not personal from my best friend in the world, who was also my bandmate, to start an affair with my wife. And then
love is love, man. You can't stop that stuff from happening, right?
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later. You got my number.
All right, Dave, man. Take care. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Same number. You always got that same number since high school.
Yeah. You keep changing yours, but I'll talk later.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Come on, Sparky.
Let's see.
If you would like to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell.